going to speak about my hamstring injury and how I recovered from it.
Hi, I'm Kiaan Nair. I'm a fitness coach, and today I'm going to speak about Kiaan's hamstring injury and how actually we overcome it. That's very important for anyone to really understand about, especially when they're building up the athletes, how to overcome injuries. So we actually faced the hamstring injury issue for about more than a few months to a year. It all happened during the phase of the pandemic, or probably a month or 2 months before the complete lockdown happened. What are the few things that we noticed is that his glute muscle, his hip flexors completely went into a complete tight situation. He can't create movements, he can't run, he can't walk. I mean, like, that actually went on for about more than a few months, to close to a year actually. We went to the best doctors like Anand Joshi, the best physios possible. We went to different doctors. There are some physios said that this is because of muscle imbalances, but actually Anand Joshi could figure it out very precisely in the first meeting itself. He said that it's nothing. His bones or the tendons suddenly start growing at a certain age, and that need rest, that need the proper amount of growth to happen. So the muscle rate, the rate at which the muscle growth happens, the tendon around the joints doesn't grow that quickly, that fast. So they can't actually get that balance of the muscle to be done in that situation. So that's the reason for the pain. We went on with a lot of physiotherapy. We did a lot of the kind of rehab of strengthening his back and hamstrings. It went on for about a few months. We could see some minute difference happening, minute improvements happening. Then I think I would say the only one thing was that, as Anand Joshi said, it's about giving that proper rest and time for the complete recovery. And today we are almost standing, but after 1.5 years, he can run, he can sprint, he can almost do everything possible with his feet or probably the legs. So the hamstring is completely recovered. So what I would say that we always make these kind of videos is to inspire people and to convey the message saying that what's actually exactly life of a person who does exercise on a regular basis, or probably life of an athlete. So Kiaan does exercise more than about, say, a few hours a day, and it's very challenging. Suddenly when you see these things coming up, the injuries coming up, and you can't really move around, your progression literally drops down. And when you start back again after a few months, it's like you're starting from the beginning. So it's very disheartening, but that's how it is. So you got to face it. You, as an athlete, as a person who exercises, you all will go through the same situation at some point of time in your career. So you want to really take care of it nicely and look after it nicely. Meet the best possible doctors and take the right advice. So I would say that not only just one doctor, but you may have to meet about a few of them that you can exactly understand what is the reason. Because you meet one doctor, they have one or two doctors, they will have their own thought process. Everybody has their own, practice and experience behind them. So meeting about more than 3 people is very important to understand exactly what is the reason, and then take the judgment based on that. It's been a great journey for us. It took some time. It took some really good time. In fact, I believe in Anand Joshi a lot. As Anand Joshi said, he's a specialized doctor who runs a hospital in Lower Parel, which is completely about tendons and bones and everything. Orthopedic section actually. As he said, it would take about close to a few months to a year. Exactly, it took that much of time. So if at all you guys or anybody feeling an injury, this video is for you guys. You want to go through it nicely. We did a lot of physio sessions. We spent a lot of time on recovery, doing those exercises at home, looking after the nutrition to the perfection that you can actually get the recovery much more faster. I wish you all the best, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.
Tilt करो वापस. Okay. Maintain and now lift up. हाथ नीचे.
अभी और एक चीज, हाँ थैंक यू, यस ओके, इतना स्लो नहीं करेगा तो भी चलेगा, बट मुझे कंट्रोल चाहिए, सो यू कैन गो फास्ट, या यू कैन गो फास्ट बट विद कंट्रोल, नो जर्की.
Playing football, we don't need to stop it, right?
No, he's saying you can
Let
play
him-
cheat and
When I treat him, I don't treat him like a client. मैं
No.
हमेशा वो ड्रीम में लिव करता हूँ उसके थ्रू, कि अगर ये खेलेगा ना तो
Yeah.
आई एम हैप्पी.
Oof.
Okay, that's
See, I'm capturing it. No, no, this can be a really good interview.
No, that's the way I treat people. Okay, that's who I am. So when I treat sports people, there is a different personal connect also, which
Yeah.
I get. बस
Alright, Meg, you're at the clinic in Juhu, replay physio, and with I think Kiaan. How are you feeling? Like, what are you feeling? Your son is injured, and recovery phase is going on.
I believe it's with every sports person that they have injuries, but they do fight it and overcome. And Kiaan is a strong boy, and he does not have a major injury as such. It's just that it's his growing phase, and he's facing some difficulties with muscle tightness and kind of quite a lot of soreness, which keeps coming again and again, which hampers his continuous training process. So we are trying to give him breaks, and we are trying to work more on rehab as well as Pilates and 3 days of training or football. And I'm sure I'm going to be a proud mother soon.
All the best.
Thanks.
It was a difficult journey. I went to the best physio and doctor. I was practicing all the doctor thing what he told. And I have to do Pilates because to keep my hamstring more nice. आप सबको भी इंजरी हो सकती है, आपको ध्यान रखना होगा. और अगर आपको इंजरी हो तो पीछे नहीं हटना होगा कि मैं नहीं कर सकता. आपको इंजरी होगा पर टाइम लगेगा उस इंजरी को रिकवर होने. रिकवर होगा पर आपको प्रैक्टिस नहीं छोड़नी जो डॉक्टर बोलते हैं. कीप स्टैंडिंग अप एंड डू इट.